Right, we are going to be talking about gameplay from Coconut. So let's hop right into it. I believe we even have our drawing tool. There it is. Alright, let's go ahead and move this over so we can see this full gameplay. And I believe I can click by right clicking. Yes, I can. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and rewind this to the start. Alright, so we're watching champ gameplay, so we're seeing some good mechanics already, good half flips, good staying next to the play as well. It's been a while since I've watched some high level gameplay, so this is fantastic. So here, going up back wall, utilizing your back wall is pretty useful. Let me see if I can, I don't remember which one it is. Every time I do it, I have to use my other, I have to use escape. So right here, when you see that this ball is going up towards the wall, you can go ahead and go up this sidewall right here, and if you can jump off this way, that's fantastic. But if the ball is coming as it appears to be coming towards you, then going up the sidewall and following it that way might be a better option in this scenario, so that you're, if it comes anywhere near this top area of your net, you're ready to clear it. But also so that you aren't making yourself vulnerable down here. I know that the opponents are over here on this side, but in 3v3 gameplay, and even here in 2v2 gameplay, if this player was over here for this pass, which is, you know, how this player seems to have set it up, you'd want to make sure that you're not stopping, especially with 80 boost. You're not coming up here and stopping and waiting for this ball to go over. And you don't also want to like come and do that little like turn. You want to either show your teammate you're clearly going to be going for this, or you're not going to be going for this. Because if you come up like you did, let's show this one more time, sorry. If you come up like you did, your teammate might come up with you. If you go here, your teammate's going to know that you've got the back wall and you've got the ball possession if it comes that way. So just some things to be aware of. That was a good pass, and they put it in because of your bump. So there, obviously, you know, you could have shot on net because you see that both players were pushed up onto your side. But obviously, even I miss open nets, you know, so. So as soon as you saw that player decommit from the ball or miss the ball right here, see how far you're leaning back? You ideally, anytime you really go up for an aerial, you ideally want to be going straight towards it. So in this right here is where you should be aiming your car. This will help you definitely. So I'm going to point it out. Your car is pointing up straight towards that ball, and this is the perfect ideal aerial for this ball. Players in very high ranks will go up and aim straight like that. However, you see him below it, so he might pop it up or past you. So leaning back slightly more is acceptable. However, let's go ahead and escape. However, once you get to this point, don't keep leaning back. don't lean further back. Just keep going up towards it, and then as soon as you see him past it, like this, probably maybe even here, you'd want to be now turning your car, leaning it this way. So make sure that you're just turning your thumbstick a bit this way, and your car will turn this way. And then you want to be also not looking up, right? Because you'll be hitting this ball with your wheels. You want to be hitting it with this side of your car. So you want to be leaning forward, and then you also want to be leaning, like your car needs to be hitting it with this side. So your car needs to be twisting this way. So using arrow left, you'd need to be using arrow left a bit. Or if you don't have that binded, using the direction, like the normal arrow, and turning it to left, but also turning your car that way. And you would be able to easily get this shot straight down and in, or putting it on this backboard. But instead you put it here, which is an awkward position since your teammate is down here. Oh, I actually see him over there now. He's down here, so that's not the most beneficial touch you're really getting for your teammate. You want to be centering it somewhere in this area, or if they're in the middle, again, here. So trying to place it anywhere on the left side rather than the right side. Anything over here is going to be tough to get out of this corner. So just something to be aware of. And of course he pulls up too far for it, so he can't shoot that immediately. So right there, immediately, I was expecting you to turn back up. Since your gameplay is so solid so far, I'm surprised you didn't, but you should be turning here. Because he's going to get a powerful hit on this, and you can tell by his positioning and how the ball is has been lightly hit towards him, not hard. And you would be able to grab the mid boost and follow this play, but now you're back towards your side, and there's a lot of time on this ball. If you had grabbed the boost, if you had turned back mid and grabbed the boost, you'd be maybe right here, and with 100 boost. So just being aware of when your teammate is able to get those touches. So it seems you don't have air roll binded, because usually players would air roll faster than that if they have it. This should be a first shot for you guys. Unfortunate. So in that situation, be careful jumping straight towards that ball, because if you go now, right? Basically what I was saying was you don't want to be committing to this ball, because what you see here is that your teammate, both your teammate and you, are now committing to this ball. Let's go back to green. Your teammate's here, you're here. While there's only one opponent and the other opponent is back here somewhere, I believe. I don't remember. The recording cut out, so I haven't seen this gameplay for about a minute or two. Let me see. I'm actually curious now. Yeah, he is. Okay, so he's back to the right. Even though he's out, you don't want to take a direct shot on this. You know you're going to get beat. So what you want to do is jump, just jump, double jump, or try to get like... It's difficult to say because I'm not in the situation myself, but normally I'd try to 50 this ball. So whatever you know, however you 50 this ball, however you know how to 50 this ball, you want to get it to drop, and then you can get a free shot on it, or if your teammate rotates back, he can get a shot on it. But instead what you're doing when challenging this ball is you're clearing it to this corner. Or you're clearing it to their back wall, and it's going to bounce back. You're basically... Oops, yes, I do know. Thank you. You're not really keeping aggression on them by doing that. So you just want to be careful. Luckily, it does work out for you, and you're able to keep it on their side, kind of. But just something to be aware of. I don't exactly know how you get the 50. I think maybe double jumping or jumping and touching it with your wheels. But I'm sure you understand what I mean. Here, just careful, because your teammate is back. I mean... they're here, right? They're heading back. They should understand that they need to go for this. So they probably just grabbed boost, right? This isn't a threat quite yet. You're here in case this player goes for it. But then he misses, right? Don't feel like you have to rush this. even if your teammate didn't grab the boost, they can now take it and grab the boost and get corner, or take the ball towards corner and get boost and everything. But you jumping here might make you one double commit, but also might put them out. If they jump for this and you go this way, now they're being put out of the play because they most likely will flip for it. Fortunately, your teammate I don't think goes, but there he goes. So now he's realizing that he had to put pressure because he had already probably positioned for a clear, or is ready for it because he's back. So once you got this touch, he's probably right here ready to bounce clear this. This guy's not going for the ball, he's going for your boost. So just, I guess, things to be aware about. It's good that you went back to the ground there. Here, I'd be careful just pulling up so far, just because if he does miss his shot, right, now you're putting yourself way too close to this ball with 12 boosts. You might want to be facing a little like this, so your car should be facing that way. That way you're ready to turn away. But he gets a good shot. So that guy hit the brake. I don't know why. That's an interesting play from them. So you're up 3-0 here. Unfortunately, I have the knowledge that apparently you lost 3-4. So we're going to see what goes wrong in this next 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So there you could have jumped a little earlier because he was dropping it, or it was dropping for you. So yeah, you don't want to double commit with him, but if you see this ball bouncing, jumping a bit sooner, because he's all the way back. That's if you're, aiming for higher, faster gameplay. But I think you know the pacing of this a little better than me, so maybe you do need to wait. However, you do face your car towards where the ball was, right? You're facing right here. You're facing where the ball is going to land here. You're kind of facing that. You want to be facing this way, so that you're not jumping and then aiming this way, because you're so far away from this ball. You want to be already jumping this way, like this way. I'm trying to get it into my head where the bounce is going because I didn't watch it from far enough back. So right here, when you jump, you're aiming for here, not for... This looks like you're aiming for here, so you want to be aiming for here. Yeah, that's about what you want to be aiming. You do get the bump, though. I'd be going for this boost again. I know you want to rotate back, but especially as you keep ranking up, you're going to want to be taking more and more boost from them, denying them the boost. Again, he took your boost just because you're being a little bit slow to get it. So as soon as he jumps there, you know he's going this way. This guy jumps, you know he's going this way. So right here, you should be front flipping and trying to go get this boost. Luckily, you get a good hit. Again, you're not utilizing your flips. So once you get this, flipping, you're like grabbing this boost and flipping this way immediately just to put pressure on that ball. Keep them off of it. Like don't let them get these clears. Here you're going back and forth. You don't want to ever really stop. You'd want to keep going in your momentum. And I guess I should probably explain that. I shouldn't just say it. What I mean by this is, like, if you're here, you should be going wider and coming back so that you're matching. If the ball suddenly got shot, you're matching where the ball is going. You're not already in that area, and you're not too far away from that area. You want to be going so that this ball is coming, now you're in there, right? So like if I rewind it a bit, this is a bit more of a detailed thing, but like right now you're coming up, so that your momentum's already going. Sorry, what I mean by this is that this is a much more detailed review, because the higher rank, the more difficult it is to explain these things, because these are things you should be doing in your rotation. that are closer to Grand Champ, which is very minimum mistakes, but the reason why players lose. And so this is a minimal mistake, but it is one of the reasons why you might be losing. So your rotation here should be, making sure I'm pressing the right buttons. Your rotation here should be wide, like this. It should not be here. This is a bad rotation because if the ball comes in, you have no momentum. You have low boost and no momentum. You want to be coming in from here so that if the ball comes in, now you can jump and use that 20 boost to get it, if that makes sense. So oh yeah, it's a little bit annoying just because this is your goal line and you're only defending the direct middle of it. You don't want to do that. Here, continue your rotation and come back. Don't turn back. Just because you're low. If you had full boost, this is fine. This is perfect. But you want to be continuing your momentum again. If you run out of boost like this, you have such low boost, you should be landing, rotate out. If you go up this wall, you just slow down so much. And that might not actually be the best rotation for you in your particular situation, but generally that is the better rotation. Here, there's no rush. Again, this ball gets hit. You can just turn around and rotate back with this one. Take control of this. Don't let them have control. You have 40 boost. Once you do that, now you've got two players coming at this ball for a shot, and your teammate who is now having to rotate back and hopefully get back if they shoot this, which they're going at the same pace as him, so it's going to be really difficult. And I think that leads to a goal. Yep. That one is one of the situations that typically do lead to a goal. So just be careful not to give up possession. Your teammate should be going. I don't know where he is. Try to... I know this is another difficult thing, but as soon as you get that kickoff, you're trying to get a kickoff that makes you land a little bit faster than this. So a direct flip into this might not be the best option. You might want to be flipping to the right, so that if you do lose this, it goes to the left where he is, and you're already going to the boost and getting it. I know, don't point out that I can draw. I know how to draw. So that now what you're doing is you're having to go get these pads, which is fine, but you don't really want to flip in this situation. You want to go up here and diagonal flip this way. I know, thank you. Wow, okay, I see what it's doing now. That makes sense. I clicked the wrong button, that's why. Okay, so it all works out because he gets a powerful clear, but just in case, if he misses that save, it's tough for you. Here, this is where it gets tough, right? A lot of players are confused when to go for demos. This is a bad time. Your teammate is in their side. No, don't go for a demo. Wait until he's more back, make this play, and then say you pop it over a player. Now you go for the demo. You don't go for the demo when they're in your side, or when they're in their side, because now you're putting your teammate in a 1v2 situation, because you're most likely not going to get this guy because it's not a threat. He's going to be just watching this area of the ball, and if you drive into this area where he's watching, so say you drive right here, you're going to be in his eye line, and he's just going to jump, and he's going to swerve and dodge. Unfortunately, you had to back off of it because you knew it was not the best situation for it, but it's okay. I'm not going to point that one out. It's just boost conservation on the challenge. So now what they did, again, this is what you should be doing, right? So now they see he's in a 1v2 situation. This is where you go for a demo. He's already committed. Now he goes for his demo, and then he gets a free clear. Or free shot, I'm sorry. There, you missed the boost. You must not look at this kickoff. You must look at the boost if you're going to miss it. If you know where the boost is and you're very good at grabbing it, then you don't have to look. But it is much better to get the boost than to make sure this isn't going straight in, because if you get the boost and you look back and you see it's going straight in, you already mostly are in the same situation as if you were looking at the ball, you went for the boost, and it goes straight in, right? It's still going this way. That doesn't change. But if you miss this boost, you have zero way to save this if it goes straight in, and that's what's kind of happening. And that should be a shot. Yeah, they are champ. They're not going to miss those. Or they might, but chances are they're not going to miss those. So you just have to be careful. Again, your kickoff puts you way far in their side, so just something to be aware of. Here, see how you're carrying your momentum this way? That is what I was talking about by momentum earlier. You want to be continuing, if this ball went past your teammate, having that full momentum, because that will take you so far in the ranks. Just having powerful touches out of your own side and out of their, or into theirs. Here, again, your aerials, you go up and then you have to lean back. You should be, maybe that's your issue. Yeah, look at what you're doing. You're jumping once, one jump. Where's your second? What the heck? Do you not use your second jump? You should be jumping right here, leaning back. See how long it takes you to lean back? That's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 frames. That's too far. You should be instantly pulling back right here. You don't have to, okay, so a lot of players say you have to be pulling your thumbstick back before you jump. That is true. That is the quickest way, but you don't even have to be doing that here. You could be just jumping and then pulling back, and it would still be faster than whatever this is. You want to be making sure that you're leaning back way faster, because a lot of times I think you're getting to these a little too slow. So I'd go into free play and just practice leaning back really fast, trying to do these. Here you should be hitting this ball this way. Just get up to this ball, drive up, hit it that way. Just give your teammate something to work with. If here, now you guys are both like having to go back for this. Here, hopefully there's a pass from your teammate. There is not. Now you're having to 50 it though, because see how far you're back? Right here, you're, I don't know. I don't know why you turned back here. Your teammate made a mistake, yes, but if he comes back, guess who has to go? You. You should be going upfields here, not back. 50, you'd be right here. Now you'd be able to beat. But now you have a 50, and that's now your teammate has to come all the way back with no boost. Yeah, that's a score. So just don't back too much off. It seemed like you got more defensive when you started losing, or when you started. Yeah, when you started losing, you lost their goals. So you can't let that affect you. You have to still be playing aggressive, but more cautious. There was an okay touch. I don't know if you double jumped, but you could have used your flip if you didn't. Yeah, I'm not sure, but either way, just more powerful, I guess, is what I meant. So right here, you should be getting a flip here. If you don't, that's okay, but you should still be getting enough power to get it up here. Just using all this boost, not just 60, the whatever you use. Let me see. See how you're feathering it? That's, watch this. Watch this boost when you go. See that feather? That weakens your shot. You want to be holding your boost during shots and during challenges. That actually might also be an issue from when you're going up for these. I'm curious now. Let's see what you do. Nope, you held it on the second part, which is totally what you should be doing. So I'm curious why when you took the shot you didn't hold boost, but you want to be putting it up here so that if your teammate is nearby, he can shoot it, or if you miss your shot, like you don't get the flip. I'm sorry, my brain is kind of shutting off. You want to be putting it up higher because this shot is too weak. If you got your flip, you'd get power, and it would go in faster, or it would go up top, and you'd be putting it higher, which is good for your teammate. But it's also better to put it higher in general, because if you put it down here, they're going to clear it, and now your teammate is in a 1v2 again. Just back-to-back 1v2 things. You don't want to do that. Here, get up there. Get up there fast. You're so far out. Shot opportunity, but he might defend. Oh, close, close. You didn't want to hit that with your wheels, but I understand that sometimes it's difficult to get your car to turn around in those situations. Ideally, you would have air roll left or right, but I'm not sure if you do. Here, you could slow this down a lot, right? Right here, you notice he's pulling away. He sees you have a dribble. He doesn't want to challenge that early. So now you throw it away, and now he has control. Here, if you're going to do this, you have to go as fast as possible. Unfortunately, they do get a good solid clear. Now your teammate has to make a commit. He could get a shot here. It's possible. It's a little soft. Again, you want to be close to this play, especially with such little time on the clock. You need to be, if your teammate is pushing up like this, you need to be front flipping. You need to be doing what this guy's doing, right? Is getting on that play as fast as possible. You don't have much time to waste. And there you go. If you had used your jump and your aerial correctly, then you would have been able to get up to that without a doubt. I've gotten up to it with like 12 boost. So I don't think you're leaning back and attacking the ball, or not attacking the ball. You're not leaning back and making the most of your flip soon enough. I'm actually going to put up. I'm gonna put up my streaming software real quick and example how to do the quick aerial so that you're aware and that so that you know you have a visual example of what I'm talking about. So we're gonna be giving an example of a quick aerial. So if you watch my car, when I jump right here, you'll see that I am going to try to mimic what you're doing, which is jumping and then leaning back. And what you want to be doing is this. Now, it's a slight difference, but it's not this, it's this. So what you can be doing is pulling back your thumbstick before so that as soon as you hop, you're leaning back already. Or you can be jumping and immediately pulling back, but what you're doing is you're jumping and then pulling back, jumping and then leaning back, which is like, it's taking like half a second, which is too long to be going up for a ball like that. So say I bounce this ball. If I jump and then lean, my car does this weird, like, I don't even know how to describe what you're doing exactly, but it's making you go up much slower than you should be. So you're doing this weird, like, wobble. And it's actually really difficult for me to show, but it makes it more difficult. So if you're jumping immediately and leaning, you'll be going up much, much quicker. So again, if I set this up and I lean back immediately, I'm going up perfectly for the ball, but you can also be leaning back and then using your second jump, which is more ideal. So jump, lean back, jump. Jump, lean back, jump. And I guess I should be using boost. It looks like this. Jump, lean back, jump. See how my car seems to get, if I jump, lean back, jump, see how my car gets like an extra little jump? That is what you'd like to be doing. So if you're going up for a very difficult fast aerial, you know, if you're doing all these together, now you're getting to that ball much, much quicker and with a lot more power. So you'll be, one, getting to the ball much quicker, but if you're holding your full boost and not feathering, you'll be getting way more power on that touch. So that touch right there is way more powerful than jumping and having to lean back all the way like you were doing. So I don't think that's too long of a video. but hopefully it gives you some insight on what I was talking about.